Oh dear. Well, did you see the Biden press conference? Come on, man. You gotta be reasonable about these things. You can't expect the US president to know what the plan is for the next 3 to 4 years. Joe told us. What a cringe fest. There's a couple of lowlights or highlights. I'm not sure what word you want to use to sum them up, but I'm going to play them for you. Let's start with the minor and then we'll go to the major. Here's Joe informing us that he's been in the Senate 120 years. Listen carefully.
Filibuster. I believe we should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago.
120 years ago. Now, he may have been joking, to be fair, it's possible. But then again, he may not have been joking. But when I play you the next bit, there's no jokes. It's quite sad to watch, actually. Just watch this. It's just cringe. It's so embarrassing.
Best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. We're going to get a lot done. And if we have to, if there's complete lockdown and chaos as a consequence of the filibuster, then we'll have to go beyond what I'm talking about. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Oh, Miss Kim.
Yeah, I can't really bring myself to watch much more of that, to be honest. It's painful, isn't it? He also, during the press conference, said that it's his plan or his expectation to run again for office in 4 years' time, by which point Biden will be entering his 83rd year. Now, in a way, it's a stupid question because, not unreasonably, how can anybody necessarily forecast that far ahead, particularly at that age? So I felt a bit of sympathy for that. A stupid question. And by the way, what a bunch of patsies sitting in the socially distanced press room. Did you see them? They barely asked any penetrating questions of him. But one of the things that I thought was interesting was anytime he was pressurized on events at the US border, he was very shaky about it. He didn't really know. He didn't really have a grasp. And that's what the abiding impression for me of this press conference is. Look, Biden is clearly suffering from a cognitive decline. And that's sad to see, actually. And it's sad that there are people around and behind manipulating this man. He obviously was not. The very fact that he managed to even get through the press conference is probably going to be taken as a triumph from the left. But as you've just seen, there were moments in it when he didn't seem to know what he was doing. He was looking down to try and find notes. He couldn't find them. He wasn't sure. He was confused. He was doddering. He was weak. And every American enemy around the world will have seen this elderly, frail, confused man who is the president of the United States. And I ask you, what impression do you think that leaves with them? You know, we can laugh at him and we can say whatever we want to say, but in the final analysis, this is not just sad for Biden because he is unfit for office, but similarly, it's dangerous for the United States. It's probably not coincidental that North Korea did decide to fire a couple of missiles last night. And listening to Biden's response to that again, it was far from convincing. His plan to get out of Afghanistan, come on, man, it can't happen straight away. So my conclusion is that all this press conference has confirmed is the reason there hasn't been a press conference since Biden took to office. He's not fit to do the job, but yet the Democrats keep him in there. I suspect he will be shuffling out of the White House and Kamala will be entering much sooner than anybody thinks. But anyway, if you watched it, let me know what you think. Do you think Biden gave a credible performance, or was this just embarrassing? Drop your opinions, please, in the comments thread below.